You say you want that sort of effortless look and you're really struggling on how to blow dry your hair yourself. So, you know, I am a hairdresser, but also when I do my hair myself, I have struggled before in the past. It's just practice, it's keeping it up, being able to do these small steps I'm going to give you, and just keep practicing until you get it. This is my hair that I just blow dried for you, so I'm going to show you in the video how I did this. Again, like, it's not dead straight. I don't want it dead straight. It's just a way of getting it really smooth at the root, so you can dry it how I am. So I will show you now. So I'm just going to go and get ready and wash my hair, and you can see what it looks like. So firstly, I'm going to apply some oil. This is Lux Oil by Wella. I'm going to put quite a few pumps in my hand. I've got quite dry hair, so I do use quite a lot. Recommended probably only 2 pumps per hair, per person. Okay, I'm also going to put in some Bamboo Heat Protector. This is like a protein spray. It's going to protect my hair, and it's going to protect from the heat and keep it nice and strong. So I always want to make sure I put a bit of this on, especially if I end up running the straighteners over later or end up curling it. Okay, and I want to just make sure I put a nice amount over all of my hair. Okay, I'm still going to apply one product because I really believe that products are the way forward. So I'm going to do the Wow Powder. This is a spray. It's a nice shine spray. It helps give a really beautiful blow dry. So I will be spraying that on my hair. Just a few sprays. Okay. And that's just going to give it a really nice shine. So first of all, I'm going to start off by just rough drying my hair. And then I'm going to smooth it over. So it's really important to make sure you're not blow drying your hair from soaking wet, because if it's soaking wet, you're going to be there all day. Okay, so I've got quite fine hair, so it's not going to take me very long. But for someone that's got quite thick hair, it might take them a really long time. So it's really important to get most of the moisture out before we go in with a brush. Okay, so as you can see, I've taken most of the moisture out with the towel, and now I'm just going to keep the angle of the hairdryer down and just rough dry it. So I'm focusing mainly on the roots at the moment. I'm just trying to get most of the moisture off the roots. If you notice, I'm always keeping the nozzle down. This is just going to help give it a really nice shine. It's going to keep all the cuticles down and nice and smooth, making it better blow dry. Okay. Okay, so mine doesn't take very long to rough dry. As you can see, it's still a tiniest bit damp. I don't want to dry it completely. I still want it to be a tiny bit damp because now I'm going to go over and smooth it with a brush. But this is about the dryness that you want it. You don't want it soaking wet, and you don't want it really dry that you can't smooth over. So I'm now going to use a round brush. I really like round brushes. I really like wooden brushes. That's my choice, but you could go in with a different brush. You could have a brush like this or a tangle teaser. It's up to you. So first of all, I'm going to section my hair. So I'm going to do from my top of my ear to the other top of my ear. So I take it each finger on top of my ear and I pull it across. And then once I hit my fingers together, I clip the rest of the hair up and out the way. Okay, with a clip. So this just leaves me with a really small section. So as you can see, my hair isn't dead straight. It's kind of curly. But we're about to smooth it out now. Okay, so just a small section just to start with. Brush in my hair and just pull it a little bit so we've got a little bit of tension, and then I'm going to angle the hairdryer nozzle down and pull it down like this, so the angle of the nozzle of the hairdryer is down the whole time. So I want to make sure that when I'm putting my brush in, I'm just feeling a little bit of a pull and then continuing the pull all the way down as the hairdryer is on the hair. Okay, this is just going to get it really nice and smooth. I'll show you now. Okay, now both of those pieces are dry. I'm going to take the next bit down. So again, now I'm going to go from temple to temple. And then clip it up. So again, we've got about the same amount, about that much hair all the way through, okay? So now I'm going to do sort of just where eyebrows start to the back of my head. So it's really important to take small sections. This is what's going to give you a really good look. If you start taking too big a sections, you're not going to be able to get the brush through it. It's going to be knotty. You're not going to get it nice and smooth. You can see my hair isn't smooth anyway. So I've got a bit of a curl in mine. So the idea is we want to get it as smooth as possible. So again, like I said, pick up the brush. We put it in the small section that we've covered, turn it a little bit to get that little bit of a tug on the hair, and then once we've got that, we can pick up the hairdryer, angle the nozzle down. Okay, so now all my hair is dry, apart from this very top section. So how I would do this is slightly different to how I do the rest. I'm still going to put the brush in and do the tug, but instead of pulling it down like the rest of the hair, I'm going to put it up a little bit more. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. This is going to create a little bit more volume. So I'm going to start from the back. So I'm going to take a small section, about the width of my brush, clip this away. Okay, I'm going to pick up the small section, brush it through to make sure it's not got any knots in. Okay, and I'm going to put the hairbrush in the hair like this, and then I'm going to continue pulling it up the hair, and I'm going to continue it up to about there, and then I'm going to drop it down. Okay, and that's just going to give me a little bit more volume around the crown is. Some people find that they're crown parts. It's the idea of this is going to stop that from happening. It's just going to give you a bit more volume. If you don't want volume, just put the brush in like that and then just angle it down. Same as you've been doing with every other bit. Okay, nice and easy. Let's take the next bit. So again, another section, nice and small. Everybody's got different thickness of hair. If your hair's quite thick, it just means you're going to have to section it a little bit more. We put the brush in, and we get the hairdryer, and we follow the hairdryer with the brush. So it's up to you how your hair is, whether or not you want to bring it up and have more volume, or whether you want to bring it forward and keep it flatter. I quite like having my fringe down in front of my face, so I'm going to bring it forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this last bit of hair and I'm going to put the brush in and I'm going to bring it forward. Okay, so exactly how we've been doing before. The brush goes in and the hairdryer goes onto the brush, and we pull the brush down and the hairdryer follows the brush. Okay. There you go, and there you have beautifully blow dried